All right. It says we're live right now. Yay!
Oh, wow.
All right, so we're live.
No pressure.
Hi, everybody. It's Amanda here. Hold on one second. Let me go back here. And right there. There we are, right there.
Oh, wow.
And we click that right there. And find that. See? And that is right there. Live chat. Yay. Guys, hey. Welcome back to Channel Sundown. We just got back from literally just got back. That's why the show's a little late today because I didn't realize how long the movie was, but we'll get onto that slowly but surely. But I have my friend with me, Jessie. Say hi, Jessie.
Hi, Jessie.
All right, well, I'm going to be right back, everybody. Oh, look. Here you go. Let me switch spots with them. Because as y'all can see, I'm not wearing my glasses because apparently from here to the movie theater, I lost my glasses. So I can't read today. And I'm going to push this back so we're seeing. But yeah, we just got back from seeing the Split sequel of Glass. So yeah, it was pretty exciting. I have a lot to say about the film. Let me get this taken care of. Sorry guys, a little behind because we literally just walked in the door. Like we walked in the door and then I was like, we gotta do live stream, and I don't even have time to put my glasses. Sorry, here I am.
Well, Ariel's on here, and she said she already saw it at the midnight showing, so that's good. So so you can spoil it if you want.
Oh well, I didn't get to go to the midnight showing because I had a 3-year-old that wanted to watch My Little Pony. So yeah. Anyways, that sounds like a personal problem. Yes, it does. So yeah, guys, let me fix this real quick. Sorry, guys. I didn't even have time to fix my camera or anything. All right, so yeah, we just saw Glass. Yeah, I have a few opinions, but first I want to introduce my friend Jessie. This is his first time on here. Yeah, I've known him for a long time, but this is his first time on my channel. He's seen all my episodes.
Long time viewer, first time.
Yeah, there you go, there you go. Who else is here? I can't really read because I don't have my glasses. So.
Just Ariel's in front of me.
All right, good deal. Well, guys, I'll be right back. Jesse's going to go ahead and tell a little bit about himself.
Well, I was born the son of a sharecropper. It all started. I don't have a whole lot to say. I do enjoy movies. I'm a comic book guy. I used to do stand-up comedy for a while. She'll probably get into that. But, yeah, looking forward to doing this. And like she said, we literally just we rushed here from the movie and trying to get this going. So bear with us.
Tell everybody about the scariest movie you ever seen.
The scariest movie I ever saw? Well, in context, it would be E.T. because that movie really scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid. It was the first movie that ever, gave me a jump scare. But let's see. I don't know. I come from a weird place because I really did about 5 years ago. So most of my references are newer movies like Get Out and stuff like that I really enjoy. I always thought horror movies were kind of like one particular thing, and then later in life I realized that the horror genre was actually pretty diverse. So
this finding my glasses is going to be a major fail. Yeah, so we're just gonna forget that. But I want to know what Ariel has her opinion on Glass on a very short sentence, maybe, of like your opinion, because I have a lot to say. And yeah, we'll just say that because how do I say this? If nobody's ever seen Split or Unbreakable, well, more people haven't seen Unbreakable. So I'll start with that. A lot of people haven't seen Unbreakable. When I went and saw Split, it was a very empty movie theater. Nobody was there. And I went with a friend of mine who said she's never seen an M. Night Shyamalan film except for, of course, The Village and The Sixth Sense. And she was telling me that was her favorite movie. And I said, well, have you ever seen Unbreakable? She said no, and I made her watch it. Just coincidentally, the same time we were going to go see Split. I had no idea they were related at all. I'm just crazy psycho like that.
I don't think anyone did that.
Nobody did, because the theater I went to, there's literally 2 people in the back and me and Jasmine in the middle of the theater. And when we went to go see it, I flipped out the ending. She didn't get it at first. She was like, "Oh, well, I don't understand," and I was like, "Oh, well, you know, the glass is," because I flipped out, of course, because I'm a nerd like that. I flipped out, was excited and everything. Oh, that being said, the ending of Split was a lot. Okay, so
if you want to say, let me go. Let me tell you. You got more people on here and they're saying stuff. So let me tell you.
okay.
Abdul says hi. Hello.
Abdul, hey, Wahee.
Nice to meet you.
That's my best friend from high school. So
Ben Grimm is on
yes.
here.
Hey Ben, what's up?
And he's giving his opinion of the movie. You'll make me what that is.
Yeah, go ahead and share their opinions.
It's a 2.5 out of 5 stars, or whatever, tomatoes, whatever you're basing that on.
Tomatoes.
And he did not like the end. He said it was the worst of the 3 movies.
Oh well, see, that's okay. I'm trying not to get a spoiler. Yeah, I don't want to get a spoiler territory. Wahee, you haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to spoil it for you. But Wahee, I have a lot to say about this movie, like greatly. You know, Split is one of my favorite movies. That being said, y'all, okay. The film is basically just kind of, you have Glass and you have Bruce Willis, you know, his character from Unbreakable. And at the end of the Split, you know, spoiler alert, guys, at the very ending of Split, you have James McAvoy, you know, and you find out, you know, he oh God, how can I say, I don't want to spoil Glass, but okay. Let's just get into it.
I think you can talk about. I mean, if you haven't seen.
Well,
Split,
no, I was getting into spoiling Glass.
Yeah,
I'm not going to spoil Glass, but there was a lot of rehashings of stuff we already fucking knew.
Yeah.
And that's what was annoying to me, is that, you know, I get it, and I was waiting for, anyways. Well, I was waiting for stuff, and it was just so, like the beginning is awesome. The beginning, I was just ready for it. I was like, yes, okay, I see where this is going, because a lot of people hated Unbreakable. Like, a lot of people did not like Unbreakable because they said it was too slow, and it was this, and it was that, and they didn't like it, and it was the ending. Well, I mean, I kind of agree with the ending of Unbreakable. The ending of Unbreakable was kind of like,
no, the end of I hate the ending of Unbreakable.
Okay.
Because, like I said, it's like an 80s high school or college movie where, like, the guys high five and they freeze in the air. It's like Biff went on to be a cook at Burger King. And like,
yeah.
That's like a very cheap. That's like an easy way out.
Okay, well that makes.
Yeah.
I understand that, but that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that the ending of Glass, I won't get to it, but the ending of Split was fantastic. I thought the ending of Split was great, but it feels like it feels like the film kind of grasped the ending of Split and held on for like as much as they could, because the whole movie basically was, you know, hey, like the whole movie, what did I say? The movie was like a high five. It was like a high five. It was this whole movie. It's like, hey, remember this? Yeah, cool. And okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get in this. My pros of the movie is, of course, my favorite, James McAvoy. I love James McAvoy.
Give him all the awards.
Yeah, just give him, like, he should have been nominated for a Split, I think. But the whole controversy with the year and everything, that was hit or miss. But I think he should have been nominated. I mean, if Sandra Bullock could win an Oscar for that fucking movie, Blind Side, why not? But anyways, that's my opinion. That being said, okay.
I mean, he did take in some kids, but it's a whole different situation.
That's a whole situation.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we went there.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Okay, that's why I like hanging out with him, because I don't know if you missed this before. He's still gonna get back into it, but he's a stand-up comic, so he's so funny. But I'm funnier, so.
You are pretty funny.
I am funnier though. That being said, okay.
The general consensus is that no one liked the ending so far.
No, nobody liked it. Okay, and like that's the thing about it, is like it just, the movie was okay. So the movie, it's hard to really tell. Okay, it's hard to say what the movie's about without really spoiling it.
Yeah.
Because okay, basically without spoiling, okay, James McAvoy, the Horde, gets institutionalized in this hospital. They're have superpowers. Bruce Willis gets thrown in there after having a snip pit little fight. I mean, I was to call it a snippet because there's no really fights in this movie.
No,
there wasn't.
No, it's the fight scenes are definitely disappointing.
Well, the trailer you thought like, oh man, yeah, you
Okay.
think like in the trailer you're like, oh shit, here it goes, and it wasn't. So like, just coming to the beginning of it, like I said, I don't really need to tell everybody what the film's about if you haven't seen Unbreakable, you've seen Split. It's basically a casserole of these films, like literally the ending. I'm not going to say the ending, but yeah, but we already talked about the ending. The ending was basically a cluster casserole, like mixed, like shabam of just like leftovers in the fridge, like kind of just smushed together and been like, here.
Yeah.
Like, this is yours. You can have it. Like, you're welcome, America. Like, no, and that's the thing that a lot of filmmakers get into kind of like this. And how can I say this? I'm probably pissing people off. But M. Night Shyamalan.
Wouldn't be the first one.
Yeah, right. Wouldn't be. M. Night Shyamalan, okay, he has the ability to make good films. He really does.
He wrote Stuart Little.
Yeah, he did. He did. He actually did.
I know
yeah.
I
know that too. But no, but like, and okay, I'm gonna go ahead. This is the one spoiler I'm gonna say. Guys, spoiler alert, M. Night Shyamalan's in this film.
Yeah. And yeah, she heard me probably sigh when he came on because I was really hoping this would be the one movie that he wasn't in. But I will give them credit because I made a joke about this. We rewatched Split, and I was like, is he supposed to be the same character in all these movies? And I think they actually did make a comment where it turns out so there's some continuity.
Yeah, because he's like, didn't you work at the stadium? Well, the thing about that was I laughed, like, because I was sitting there and they showed the scene they're in the comic book store. And as soon as they showed his face, I went, oh, I like covered my face because he made the comment. He's like, yeah, we're like watching Unbreakable and then we'll Split. And he goes, is he just hanging out? And I said, apparently he's just hanging out. But that being said, the film, everybody knows what the film's about. That being said, Glass, there's a lot of positives, but and when I say negatives, I'm not even going to get to the standpoint of just negatives, but it was more of kind of like I felt like they're dangling keys in my face.
Yeah.
I felt like, here, hey, look. I'm like, you know, you appreciate that? Well, look over here. Like, you like lollipops? I got sushi. You know, like,
I definitely think he underestimated the intelligence of his audience because, like you were saying, a lot of references to Split. But not only that, but they actually showed scenes from Unbreakable in the movie too.
They did.
You know, and it's like, you know, if you're watching Glass, I would assume that you have seen the prior two movies. We don't need the flashback sequences of, you know.
Speaking of which, I knew that Bruce Willis's son was going to be in this movie. Not because I read spoiler reviews, because I looked at the imagery. And I was like, remember, I was looking at images, doing, you know, thumbnails, because you guys know that's what I fucking do when I have nothing else to do is make thumbnails for my videos that get made. Anyways, but yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh, they must go to school together or whatever. And I'm going to make a quick comment, not about the film.
Okay.
But I have a comment to say. I remembered why I don't go to horror movies at theaters. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys why, because you guys remember like a year ago, I think it was last Christmas, my video of horror movies, like worst horror movie experience I've ever had is when I went to go see It. I went to go see It, and the girl.
What did you go see?
I went to go see It
what
in Shreveport.
What was it?
It was.
Oh.
Okay, well, no, I was with a lady. I was sitting next to a lady, and it was the first opening night. And the scene when, like, he's sitting there and he's, like, asking his daughter questions, she goes, oh, he a raper. He a raper. And I was like, sitting there, like, I was like looking at her, and her friend,
everybody out here.
like, her friend had the phone out. And he was looking at his phone, shopping. And the only reason I knew what he was shopping for is I glanced over to kind of just be like, why are you looking at your phone? He was shopping for shoes. Like watching It.
I can actually respect that.
No. And then the worst part about it was like, she was like, he a raper. And I swear on everything, guys. I swear I did this. So I went, rapist. She goes, those aren't good either. And I was like, she goes, I don't like these. She goes, I don't like these. I was like, man. Oh, can you just stop? And that's the experience I had when I saw fucking Glass today. Is because apparently the people that went to go see Glass have never seen Split or Unbreakable. You know why? Because the girl behind me was trying to describe Unbreakable and Split in detail, and she was way off. So after my brain trauma, I get distracted very easily. So this whole time I'm trying to watch this film, I'm listening to her and like correcting her in my brain and want to turn around and like be like, hey. And then the guy was like, oh, that's the girl from Split. She's in this movie. I'm like, she's in the fucking poster. She's in the little like poster. You before you walk into the theater and sit down, her face is right there. Spoiler alert, she's in the movie. like for real, like he was like, oh, she in this movie? I was like, yeah. So anyways, what is people saying?
Well, it's the let's see, Ariel said oh, because you commented about Sandra Bullock. She said, wasn't she in the movie Bird Box?
I've not seen
You didn't see Bird Box?
No.
Okay.
Because I was doing my countdown of best and worst of the year, and when I was doing that, everybody was telling me to watch Bird Box, so I did the Christian thing and didn't watch it because I don't go to peer pressure like that.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah. So what would be your I'm gonna let Jesse talk a minute because I'm curious what he has to say. Okay, if you had to look into your positives and negatives of the film, what would be your positives and what would be your negatives? Without spoiling, because we don't want to spoil too much.
It got started to really I like M. Night's style of cinematography. Like
yes.
I think he does unconventional shots.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you, the train. It was into a shot with a train seat obscuring most of the view, but it's the way he does it. And I saw a lot of that stuff also in Glass. Like when the movie started, I had like a really good feeling. Like sometimes you're like, oh, this is gonna be a good movie. I can tell already. And so I felt I had a really good feeling about it. Some of the stuff, and somebody even commented on here. I think it was Abdul said that all his movies are kind of slow, and that is true. But they started off strong and they went slow, and then they kind of got strong again. And I didn't like the dip. I can deal with a slow movie, but don't like build up to something and then kind of let me down with like this whole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't want to say what it is.
I know, that's what I'm getting into because I want to talk about this film, but I don't want to spoil the people. But that's what I mean. Like I felt like the film was just like a high five. It was like, hey guys, remember this? And they're like, yeah. Fucking cool. I'm kind of like, okay, well, like I'm done with the high five. Can I get like a joint or something now? Like,
and
all the cool kids are doing.
One of the things I think I briefly talked to you about this, but one of the things I wondered is that you're a Patton Oswalt fan, and I'm a huge Patton Oswalt fan. But 3 years ago, he did Screen Junkies. Okay, he was on Screen Junkies, and they have a thing called Dream Sequels, and he went on there saying that his dream sequel would be Unbreakable, and he said actually I would make it into a trilogy. Okay.
Yeah.
And so part of me, but his idea, they don't follow through with any of his ideas. But I feel like M. Night was sitting Hollywood. They're like, Unbreakable should be trilogy. He's like, oh my God, Unbreakable should be a trilogy. Let me throw that together. Not throw it together, but I mean, Split's a good movie on its own. Like it doesn't need to be. It was cool that they connected it to Unbreakable because then they're like, oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But it stands alone as a really good movie.
Yeah.
This one doesn't stand alone. As a good movie, I feel like.
Yeah. Well. Originally, if people don't remember, Unbreakable and the horde from Unbreakable was actually going to be in Unbreakable.
Oh yeah.
Split. The horde from Split is actually supposed to be Unbreakable. He was the original screenplay, and they eventually broke him out.
He cut that out and put everybody high fiving, and so and so went on.
Yeah. Well,
they turned him into the.
Well, they did that. Felt that it was taken away from the story itself, which I'm glad because he said it was his own story. And he took it and it was his own story. So yeah, that's going to be my positives. Is going to be kind of the beginning, the intro of characters, but I did not like the like the stillness of it. It felt like they were getting right into it, and then it was like, oh great, we're making out. This is awesome. But then you're kind of like, okay. What now? And he goes, yeah, okay, we're making out. Like, I'm like, okay, let's kind of move this along. And it's like, no. And it's like, oh, so I felt like I had a bad date. That like, he was like, you like Italian? I'm like, yeah. He goes, okay, let's go to Crocker Barrel. Like, what? Anyways, but yeah, that was my opinion. So yeah, that being said, everyone said they liked it or didn't like it. I am going to say that I put this as my number one, most anticipated. But now I kind of wish I put Us as number one because he saw the trailer for Us today.
Oh yeah, that was the first one I seen.
Yeah,
really good.
And it looks really great. And I'm actually really disappointed that Glass did what it did, but it happened. So that being said, beginning was awesome.
Ariel said something about seeing the trailer for what was that movie we saw the trailer for that was really good? The sequel.
There's a couple sequels.
Oh, the Valentine's Day.
Oh, Valentine's Day to you. Valentine's Day to you because it's the sequel.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, that one's gonna be pretty good. I thought the first was okay. It wasn't my former friend who was on this channel. He put it as his number 3, and one of those channels today. But anyways, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to Glass, guys. I am very. I wanted to love this movie. The reason I'm so angry to this movie because I love this movie. I love Split. It's like one of my favorite movies. Well, everyone knows Get Out is actually my claim to fame, but I love Get Out and Split. I was a huge Split fan. I like Unbreakable, but Split was it. I thought Split was brilliant. That being said, I felt Glass was, and it wasn't the slow. Everyone's like, oh, you just didn't like it because it was a very scary. It wasn't very. Like, just like everyone was like, it comes at night. I loved It Comes at Night. Sorry, a lot of people didn't like it. But the thing about that, Glass didn't grasp its story as much as I believe it should have. It didn't. It hung on to ideas that everybody respected and, like, pulled onto it as hard as they could to kind of, like, stretch it versus being like, okay, this is something else. Because M. Night Shyamalan did a perfect in Split because everybody liked Unbreakable. That was critically, praised, but it wasn't commercially praised. But everybody, all the critics liked it and stuff like that. That being said, he took what people related because if you would have known Split was an Unbreakable sequel, it would have went nowhere. It would have went nowhere. It would have you would have spent the whole film watching it going, okay, this is when this is. No, they let the movie fly, and it wasn't until the ending that you were like, huh, okay. And I felt like Glass should have kind of took that because without ruining the ending, I'm going to go ahead and say without ruining the ending, it was not, it was praised, it was grasping onto something that I'm just going to go ahead and say they're trying to marvel it.
Yeah.
They're trying to marvel it. And the thing about it is not everything is not everything's a universe and a franchise. Everything's not, okay? You can be like Kevin Smith or freaking John Waters and just like universe it. But it really it's not expected, okay? The reason why Split was so great the way it was because nobody expected it. It was a respect of the film, and it was something else than Unbreakable. That being said,
can I say something real quick? Because you're making a good point. Because did you feel like they were like comic books, comic books? Hey, comic books. Yeah. It's connected to comic books. Hey,
and there's pop vinyls everywhere.
Yeah, it's like okay, there are multiple scenes of comic book shops. Yeah. I don't know if comic books touched her when she was a child or what the thing was, but she's like, hey, I hate comic books. I hate comic books.
She's like,
it's like, okay, we get it, And they're like, you guys, the thing that you guys aren't superheroes. None of them ever said they were superheroes. Yeah. None of the people in this movie have ever said in any previous movies that they were superheroes. And she's like, oh, you guys aren't superheroes.
No, in Unbreakable they said,
called themselves superheroes.
No, they didn't. Even in Unbreakable, they posted, they're like, we're not superheroes. Like, what do you think this is? Like, because he said, which is, I'm not spoiling it, but remember in Unbreakable, he saved the girl out of the pool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello.
Yeah, like, hello. Like, yeah, exactly.
I feel like they were talking about how many people, who has seen the movie? I'd appreciate it. That way.
Well, I'm going to go ahead with a section of it. I just don't like with they're like, oh, everybody loved the ending of Split because, you know, it leads off to another. And that kind of pushed, but that being said, the ending was, no, it would have settled. It would have been on there.
As long as it does.
No, no, but it just, they're trying to do this whole, like, franchise and this idea and the Split. And Sarah Paulson's in the film. I love Sarah Paulson. American Horror Story fanatic. Y'all see my behind Jess's head is my dandy. Yes, I'm like my dandy.
But I think you made a good point earlier because you were talking about, like, you know, they're trying to make it to it. Well, first of all, James McAvoy is like 20 characters into himself, and he plays all of them frequently in this movie. But like you made a point that, like, you know, they didn't want to throw the Horde into Unbreakable because they thought that was too much. Well, that's exactly what they're doing with this movie. They're throwing them into. I feel like it's too much.
Yeah.
You know, it's just too much. Because
they established it in Split. They established his characters in Split, and I feel that Glass, they kind of. So I sense a like just awful sense Split. I think they should have took the character of Crumb and elaborated on himself fighting against his personalities. I think that would have been more interesting because he's in a confined space, and other than, you know, because it was just kind of like, oh, he just spent so much time switching people, switching personalities, and it was kind of like, okay, constantly.
I said, like, if it wasn't him, if he wasn't such a good actor, it would have been almost cartoonish.
Exactly.
It was like, it reminded me of like an old cartoon. You know, getting hit in my head. It's like a different personality every time.
Yeah, you're right. And I think that if they would have established just maybe a feeling of just the person, Crumb himself, fighting against, you know, the abusive mother, the death of his father, which we're not going to get into that because that's spoiler. But guess what? The twist ending, I already fucking knew, okay? So everybody's like, oh, it's a really big twist ending. Guess what? I fucking get shit, okay? I've seen all the films, okay? So I was really pissed off that everybody was like, oh, and I was like, I fucking knew that. Like, it's apparent if you've seen Unbreakable and you've seen Split. Spoiler alert! It's not a spoiler alert because it's very apparent if you know the mythology of Glass and just his coming up and stuff. And then they're just like, oh, wait for it. There it is. I'm like, no. It's like, whoop. Like, it's like, this is not an 80s pop song. We got everything that fucking happened. Anyways, so back to the point of I'm not going to say I hate Glass. I don't hate Glass, but I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed because the beginning, like, kind of tricked me. Like, I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is, you know, because it was brilliant. It was brilliant in the beginning. And then, you know, you established, you know, what was going on. Sarah Paulson's character, she established everything that they were working towards and what their which now I think about it. Okay, I don't want to spoil it, but now I think about it, it makes no fucking sense. Because what she said in the beginning about, I want to make you more than you are. And then at the ending, she goes, we're just, this person happens, we got to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Okay. Anyways.
She's kind of like an anti-Nick Fury.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess so. Because, like, it made no sense. But anyways, so the acting, I'm just going to go on the acting. Sarah Paulson was great. Well, Sarah Paulson's always great. Sarah Paulson's great. Bruce Willis is always Bruce Willis. He's always Bruce Willis.
He wasn't, okay, Bruce Willis, okay, this is what.
He's in my favorite movie, So I Need to Be Quiet.
They should.
Death Becomes Her. Death Becomes Her.
I do love Bruce Willis. Yeah. Bruce Willis reminds me of my dad for some reason. Maybe
the superhero powers.
Yeah, that's exactly. The greatest superhero. You know what the greatest superpower in the entire movie was?
It was flight.
No, it was that Glass's 90-year-old mom knew how to check her email.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's insensitive.
But seriously, she has to be very old.
Yeah,
I mean, he looks like Frederick Douglass in this movie.
Yeah, he does.
And first of all, in the movie, not first of all, but the movie's called Glass, and it's a little disappointing that he doesn't say anything. For like,
yeah.
he doesn't play a very big part of the movie for like the
True.
first part of it, you know.
Well, he talks a lot in Unbreakable.
Yeah,
So I guess
well,
that
I
makes
mean,
up for
he
it.
made up for it.
Yeah, and he's not even split at all.
Yeah, but I thought they would kind of like maybe explore more of the stuff that he did, you know, in Unbreakable.
Well,
Because,
they did in Unbreakable.
yeah, but if you think about that lame ending scene in Unbreakable, like when they're showing all the newspaper clippings and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that he did, or a lot of stuff that he kept up
he
with, and there's also other survivors of other accidents. You know, it's like one survivor in the Mexico train, whatever this is.
Well, they said they're survivors, but he was the one that came out unscathed on an unhavable train ride. I want to see what anybody else say. Anybody else say anything?
They were talking about their bad movie experiences.
Oh God.
Ariel said that hers was Wishmaster 2. Don't ask, but I feel like we really should ask.
I know. That's like
what happened to you at Wishmaster 2? And what is Wishmaster 2?
Are we going to be on an episode of Cops or something after
that? And let's see. Ben said that his was Hereditary. It was a theater packed with
oh God,
kids laughing and talking the whole time, texting openly. You know, that's what I like about.
Somebody's videotaping in glass, by the way, in the very front. Somebody had their phone
really
videotaping
oh, wow.
it. That's why I kept laughing.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't buy that. It probably is a very good.
I know, right?
Just go see the movie. Draft House. Like they have a very strict. Don't talk. Don't text. You do anything, and you're like out of here. Like they don't play around at all.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I really love about that theater.
Well, I'll go ahead and get into real quick. I'll just say the positives and negatives. And I'll say yours, and then we can get everybody's, and we'll head out. Okay. Positives is the acting. The acting. I like the acting. I liked the beginning. I did not like the still middle. So my negatives have to be the structure, not story itself, but the structure of the story. I hate how it just came in like awesome, and then all of a sudden you're just like, okay. And the ending was shitty. I'm sorry, but the ending was a piece of shit. I was angry. You know, I could be one of those people. I'm sorry. I did not like the ending. I thought it was a piece of shit. So, anyways,
wow.
Yeah, there we go. I was legitimately upset at the ending, but that's.
I was not as upset by the ending as you. I mean, I don't know. I guess I kind of feel. I feel like I guess I assume that his movies are not going to have an ending that I like. You know what I mean? I had very high expectations of the movie. Like I really did. I was like pumped. And like when it started off, I know I said this multiple times, but when it started off, I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. Like it looked good. Like everything looked good. And it got off to a strong start. And like I said, lulled in the middle, couple of action scenes that pick things up. But like I said, not enough. And then I was also disappointed with the ending. I wouldn't go as far to say that I thought it was shitty.
I thought it was shitty.
Shitty, bang,
well,
bang.
I just want to see what everybody said. What did everybody think about the ending? And what did y'all think about the twist at the end? The twist. I say that very loosely because everybody who fucking knows anything knew what the twist was. I'm the one that told you the twist before we even say it. You were like, oh, so they never made it apparent. Like, they never made it apparent, but everybody knew that was the twist. Yeah. And then they say it in the movie, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, and I was like, I knew
that. Ben Grimm said did not like. He
did
not like the movie.
Oh wow, nobody.
Do you ever rate stuff on like stars or?
I used to, but now it's kind of hard.
Or metal horns or anything like that.
It's hard because when I really don't like a movie, I don't like a movie. So it's kind of like I used to rate stuff. Now I kind of like, okay, I don't hate the movie. I don't not like. It's not that I don't like the movie. It's just the film's disappointing.
Braden said, now I've got to Google the ending. Or you could just.
Or you could just.
No, M. Night Shyamalan's going to come after us for like ticket sales. Like, no.
Or just wait a couple episodes of Robot Chicken. That's still on TV.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it might be. Anyways, I'm going to eat sure have a drink real quick.
And if there's a post-credit scene, we can't talk about it because we didn't see it because we didn't read it.
Yeah, but I think it was crowded.
I think we sit through enough credits to get to the point where we're like, okay, there's not a. Is there a post-credit scene? Does anyone know? If you do know, like, let us know.
I think after the ending, people were like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Like at the point, the only reason we waited for a minute is because there were so many people in the theater. I was like, I don't think I can walk. I don't think I can get out of here in a safe, organized fashion.
Yeah.
And the person behind me too. Are you sure they weren't two-stepping? Like, but
clogging.
Anyways, yeah.
Michael Flatley was sitting behind us in the movie.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Does anyone know Michael Flatley? Do you know who Michael Flatley is?
No.
He was the guy that did the Irish dance where you don't move your arms and you just move your legs. Come on, Lord of the Dance, Michael Flatley.
Yeah, Lord of the Dance.
If you're a Michael Flatley fan, now's the time to chime in.
I'm sure that means something.
We'll Google. You can Google it.
Anyways, guys, so you liked or didn't like it? Like just some of it, liked or didn't like it?
Overall, if I had to say if I like it, it's complicated.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. No, if I had to say,
yeah,
I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it.
I feel you on that too.
But did you hate it?
No, I didn't hate it.
Okay.
I didn't like it either. But there's a bunch of movies that I mean, I love An American Tale, but also love Five Goes West. I mean, you can't base it on each other.
Yeah.
I love how like I went from like An American Tale to like Five Goes West to like Milo Notice.
So Ben Grimm said there's a twist and then the ending is separate. So I think I know what you're. I know.
Yeah,
you're talking.
It is.
Yeah.
The twist and the ending separate, but the twist isn't a twist because if you guys seen Split when he gets on the train and he fucking and then you see. Oh, sorry, this sounds very insistent. But then you watch the ending of Split, and then you watch the ending of Unbreakable where he says, "I planned it all." Like, duh. Like 2 and 2 together, you got it. Like it's like, and you're
bringing duh back in 2019. It's about time. But yeah,
right.
But yeah, I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I know you liked Sarah Paulson, and I think she's a great actress. Don't get me wrong. In American Horror Story, she's great.
Yeah.
I don't think she was necessary. I just don't think that her character was necessary in this movie.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because even right, she intimidating enough, I don't believe. And so she didn't have like you didn't want to hug her, but you didn't want to hit her. You're just like, oh, okay, well that's fair. Because she should have had that Kathy Bates fucking appeal. She should have had that because you love Kathy Bates, but she can scare the fuck out of you.
Okay, so wait a minute. So do you think they should have do you think they should have gotten a different actress to play that part?
Yes.
Now we're getting
now we're getting
you're watching Real Talk on that. Yeah.
Yeah, they should have got somebody else because I honestly don't. And even when she's also in fucking Bird Box.
Oh yeah, she's in Bird Box.
I know because everyone told me I should watch it because Kathy Bates is in it. You love American Horror Story, I'm gonna. Like yeah, I like her, but yeah, but I don't like her in this movie. I didn't think she was very like it wasn't purposeful. I don't even know if that's a word.
Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and say it. Even though I said that M. Night Shyamalan wrote one of my favorite movies, Stuart Little. Go see it if you haven't seen it. You can probably check it out at the library for free.
That's where we got Unbreakable.
Or find it. Don't give away my secrets. Or you can probably find it on VHS at any flea market that you go to. But yeah, he's a good director, but I don't think he's the best writer. I would like to see what would happen if he let someone else write. Like write. Which one was that? Oh my! See, that's the thing. He's so hidden. He's
Airbender.
so yeah. See, he's so.
No, I think he wrote Airbender. I think I don't know. It's just something I'd rather forget.
Yeah, he's so.
I like to forget Prom and Airbender.
Yeah. Oh, they're doing I do want to see the live action Airbender.
I'm gonna say they're making a live. They're making a live show of my prom.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to go to. I mean, I could have gone to prom.
I went to
let's talk about
Korea.
that for a minute.
I went to high school in Korea, so my prom was probably a whole lot different.
Ben wants to know what would we. I just turned into Porky Pig all of a sudden.
It's okay.
He wants to know what we would rate the 3 movies, and I think we would both.
Ooh, okay. I think Unbreakable's 2, Split's 1. I'm sorry, but I like it in 3.
That's what I would say. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Because Split, although Unbreakable's like, how can you say Unbreakable's good? No, yes, but Split was its own thing within the universe that I just respected so much because it was like I loved how he. Like, it was a really good. But that being said, okay, I'm going to rewind a little bit on what I was saying. Is everyone's like, oh, well, Split and Unbreakable are 2 different films. Like, yeah, he waited like 10 years to make the sequel. So, of course, it wasn't just like the other. I think if you would have made Split right and Unbreakable, it wouldn't have been as good. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Because he had that jump, and then he did. I like The Visit. He did The Visit, and he did other films, and that kind of he went from like down and then up, and I think he was really like being like Split is going to be it. It's going to be great, and he's hoping to get that like following.
I see what you're. Do you think that maybe he rushed into it because everyone was so excited about the ending of Split that he rushed into to finish it off, and he didn't put as much time and effort into it as he has his movies like The Visit. And what else what did he do? There was another one he did.
He did The Visit. He did
I'm thinking about Split. Never mind. I'm thinking about The Visit and Split. I enjoy both of those very much.
Yeah.
Braden said his movies have very interesting shots and creative direction, but the writing is so cringeworthy that it cancels out and equals mediocre movies.
That's true.
That's right on.
Wasn't 100 D like 15 years?
Which one? What?
Remember 100 D was 15.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay, anyways.
Is that a cartoon?
It's an anime.
Okay.
Okay, Vampire 100 D, wasn't that like 10 years between sequels? I think it was 10.
Does anyone know if Vampire 100 D was, because I've never seen Vampire. No, I don't watch a lot of anime. Not a lot. There are some that I like, and the ones I like are kind of, I don't know.
Oh, well, I just seem a whole lot cooler now.
That his oldies are goodies. What's your favorite M. Night movie?
My favorite M. Night movie, Split.
Split?
I know it sounds really bad because everybody's like, oh, if I can, because that's the only way I can really think of that. I mean, I like The Visit, but my favorite is Split. I think Split was really good. I just love, and the ending. Okay, let me tell y'all what happened. When I went to go see Split, okay, I have movie soundtracks. I listen to movie soundtracks constantly. And 3 of my favorite ones are I listen to Clint Marshall, I listen to Thomas Newman, and then I did the soundtrack of Unbreakable. And I used to listen to the thing constantly. Well, when I went to go see Split, I was sitting there with my friend, and she was like, oh, she watched Unbreakable, but she was very like on her phone, so she didn't really care. And so we're watching it. And when I was at the end of Split, when James McAvoy is in the mirror and they pan out, they play the theme for Unbreakable. And I was like, and I thought they were pulling a Tim Burton, because Tim Burton reuses a lot of his music. He's like, if you guys watch Big Fish, Edward Scissorhands, Big Eyes, they're all same music. Anyway, so I just thought in my channel, I was just like, I wrote another movie. I don't need to write more music, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, why not? He used clips from the other movie.
Right?
Why not?
Anyways, so I was watching it, and then they went to the diner and they're playing it, and then when they showed it, I was like, this is the theme song for Unbreakable, and I was like,
see, that's the kind of observant stuff that I would never know.
Well, there's a few in the movie that I'll point out to you later, but I'm not gonna do it on here because I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, all right, so that's how I feel about it. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. Sorry that we're having such a short stream. Sorry that we're a little late. Didn't mean for everything happened. But it's 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, so
time to go to bed.
Yeah, right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys. And thankfully, my friend Jesse, he might be back after tonight. I don't know. He's like, no, I'm not coming back. You can make me do this. He knew it.
No, I had a lot of fun. It was nice meeting everyone, chatting with everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will be going live next weekend again because that's what I always do. And guys, again, I know I haven't posted many videos lately. I just moved into my house. I've been moving. That's why I haven't done anything last 2 weeks, and that's probably why everybody's like, "Oh, Amanda's live." And I did 2 accidental live streams because I'm trying to get my internet together, and I didn't realize that I was started a live stream and didn't have it going, but it was going on my thumbnail. So that was pretty embarrassing, but it happens to the best of us. Guys, I had brain surgery. I was saying, give me a break. I'm still trying to get things. That being said, you guys see my film room. I'm not done it yet, but this is going to be a big old thing here behind me. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being so patient. And guys, I'll be back next weekend. I will have more videos recorded and posted soon because I'm no longer living in my family's home anymore. I'm living in my own home. So anyways, guys, thanks so much. Say bye, Jesse.
Bye, Jesse.
Just remember, guys, to hit the little bell to get all the newest videos. Like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, do it because I seek approval. This is
Jake Paul's favorite channel, by the way.
I seek approval. You know this. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. All right. Bye. If I could do this bent over without falling over. Bye.